What if I told you there's a country where 70% of the land is pure, wild, untamed beauty, and yet you can zip from jaw-dropping medieval castles to epic surf spots in just 2 hours? This isn't a fairy tale. It's Portugal, and it's about to become your next obsession. Hola. Welcome to Portugal. Think Europe is all the same? Think again. Portugal takes everything you thought you knew about travel and flips it upside down. Imagine surfing the world's biggest waves in Nazaré in the morning, strolling through palaces that cost less than your average hotel by lunch, and sipping wine in valleys so gorgeous they're UNESCO protected by sunset. Fact check this: Portugal has more castles per square mile than any other European country. Fortresses so magical, they make Disney castles look like playground props. And the best part? All this adventure won't wreck your wallet. Portugal serves up Michelin-worthy meals at street food prices. But wait, there's more. Hidden beaches straight out of a sci-fi movie. Vineyards that will steal your breath. And secret spots influencers don't want you to know about. Until now, what you'll get: insider access to the most stunning, under-the-radar destinations. The best hacks for experiencing Portugal's untamed wilderness without the crowds. And a reveal of secret photo ops that'll have your Instagram exploding with "Where is this?" comments. Smash that subscribe button and stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why Portugal is not just underrated, it's the ultimate adventure playground. Let's explore the wild side of Europe together, one castle, wave, and hidden gem at a time. Why is 70% of Portugal empty? In the quiet corners of Portugal, where ancient stone walls crumble and wild grasses dance across forgotten fields, a profound geographic tale unfolds, a story of transformation that defies conventional expectations. Imagine a landscape where 70% of a nation's territory whispers secrets of abandonment, where rolling hills and misty mountains have become a vast, living canvas painted with the brushstrokes of demographic change. This isn't a story of desolation, but of remarkable resilience and unexpected beauty. Portugal's rural exodus reads like a complex choreography of human migration, where generations have pirouetted away from traditional agricultural life towards the siren call of urban prosperity. Coastal cities such as Lisbon and Porto have become magnetic centers of opportunity, drawing ambitious youth with promises of technology, education, and modern careers that stand in stark contrast to the agrarian rhythms of their grandparents. Each abandoned farmhouse, each silent village becomes a poetic monument to this profound societal shift, a visual haiku of economic metamorphosis. But here's the delicious irony: what appears empty is anything but lifeless. These abandoned territories are actually vibrant ecosystems experiencing a remarkable renaissance. Forests are regenerating, wildlife is reclaiming ancestral territories, and nature is conducting its own magnificent rewilding experiment. The 70% isn't a void, it's a breathing, evolving landscape of extraordinary potential, where wilderness writes its own narrative of renewal and possibility. Economically, this demographic transformation represents both a challenge and an unprecedented opportunity. Smart policymakers and visionary entrepreneurs are beginning to see these expansive territories not as problems to solve, but as blank canvases for innovative solutions. Renewable energy projects, sustainable agriculture, ecotourism, and digital nomad retreats are slowly transforming these seemingly empty spaces into laboratories of future living. Consider the romantic potential of this scenario. Vast, untouched landscapes waiting to be reimagined, where one could establish a solar-powered research station, create a cutting-edge agricultural technology hub, or develop sustainable community models that blend human innovation with natural harmony. Portugal's empty 70% isn't a wasteland. It's an invitation to dream, to rebuild, to reimagine how people might coexist more harmoniously with the environment. The story of Portugal's demographic shift is ultimately a global narrative about adaptation, resilience, and the ever-changing relationship between human societies and the landscapes they inhabit. It's a reminder that emptiness is often just unrecognized potential, waiting for the right vision to transform nothing into something extraordinary. In these silent, sprawling territories, The future is not lost. It's simply waiting to be discovered. One abandoned field, one wild mountain, one reimagined possibility at a time. Captivating Curiosities of Portugal. The Bone Chapel of Alcantará. In the heart of Lisbon lurks a macabre marvel that transforms human mortality into an artistic statement of haunting beauty. The Bone Chapel, or Chapel of Bones, stands as a testament to Portugal's complex relationship with life and death, constructed entirely from the skeletal remains of over 5,000 monks. Delicate arrangements of skulls and femurs create intricate wall patterns with a chilling inscription that translates to "We bones that are here await yours." This isn't just a religious site, it's a philosophical provocation that challenges visitors to contemplate the transient nature of existence. Architects and monks collaborated to create a space that is simultaneously a memento mori and a profound work of art, turning mortal remains into a mesmerizing meditation on life's impermanence. Rooster of Luck, Galo de Barcelos. More than just a colorful ceramic figurine, the Rooster of Barcelos represents a legendary tale of justice and miraculous intervention that has become a national symbol of Portuguese resilience and hope. According to folklore, an innocent man condemned to death predicted he would be saved by a roasted rooster crowing at his execution, and miraculously, just as he was about to be hanged, the rooster crowed, proving his innocence. This whimsical narrative has transformed the rooster into a powerful cultural icon, adorning everything from traditional pottery to modern merchandise. Vibrant and boldly colored, these ceramic roosters represent more than decoration. They're a symbol of Portuguese storytelling, wit, and the magical belief that justice will always prevail. Cork Wonderland. In a remarkable twist of ecological innovation, Portugal produces approximately 50% of the world's cork, transforming a humble tree bark into a global sustainable industry. The vast cork oak forests of Alentejo create landscapes where trees are carefully cultivated and harvested as precious crops, with each tree capable of producing cork for over 200 years without being cut down. Beyond wine stoppers, Portuguese designers have revolutionized cork into fashion accessories, architectural materials, and even spacecraft components. This isn't just an industry, it's a testament to ecological wisdom, where sustainable practices meet cutting-edge design. Walking through these cork forests feels like entering a living laboratory of environmental creativity. Fado's emotional landscape, more than a musical genre, Fado represents an entire emotional universe captured in haunting melodies that speak of longing, loss, and profound existential vulnerability. Emerging from Lisbon's working-class neighborhoods, this musical genre transforms personal pain into a collective experience of raw emotional expression. Singers, often dressed in black, pour centuries of Portuguese historical trauma and individual heartbreak into soul-stirring performances. The concept of saudade, an untranslatable feeling of nostalgic longing, finds its most powerful expression in Fado, making it far more than entertainment. It's a cultural ritual that connects generations, telling stories of migration, love, and the complex tapestry of human emotion. Óbidos Ginjinha, in the medieval town of Óbidos, a tiny cherry liqueur has become a cultural institution that transforms drinking into a delightful ritual. Ginjinha, a sweet cherry brandy, is traditionally served in chocolate cups that can be eaten after consuming the vibrant red liqueur. Local shops and tiny bars specialize in this drink, turning a simple beverage into a performance of cultural hospitality. Each shot tells a story of local agricultural practices, with cherries carefully cultivated in regional orchards and transformed through generations-old distillation techniques. More than a drink, Ginjinha represents the Portuguese ability to turn simple ingredients into moments of communal joy, tiles of storytelling azulejos, far more than decorative elements. The intricate ceramic tiles that adorn Portuguese buildings are living historical documents that narrate cultural stories through vibrant imagery. Dating back to Moorish influences, these tiles transform architectural surfaces into elaborate storytelling canvases. Churches, palaces, train stations, and even ordinary homes become narrative landscapes where historical events, religious scenes, and cultural myths are captured in stunning blue and white compositions. Each tile is a miniature artwork, revealing layers of Portuguese colonial history, religious traditions, and artistic evolution. Walking through Portuguese cities feels as though you're wandering through an open-air museum, where every wall speaks a complex visual language. Sardine Festival culture. In Portugal, sardines transcend mere cuisine to become a cultural celebration that transforms simple fish into a national festivity. During the annual Santo Antônio Festival in Lisbon, millions of sardines are grilled on street corners, creating a smoky, celebratory atmosphere that engulfs entire neighborhoods. These aren't just fish, they're a symbol of community, tradition, and the maritime soul of Portuguese culture. Elaborate sardine-themed decorations, music, and dancing create a sensory experience that connects generations. The festival represents a remarkable ability to elevate humble ingredients into a profound expression of collective identity, living prehistoric landscapes. The Douro Valley Archaeological Park offers a breathtaking journey into human prehistory, housing the world's largest outdoor collection of Paleolithic rock art. Thousands of intricate engravings dating back 25,000 years transform rugged landscapes into an open-air museum of human creativity. Carved into schist rocks, these images of animals, human figures, and abstract symbols represent one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Visitors can walk through landscapes that have remained virtually unchanged for millennia, experiencing a profound connection to humanity's earliest artistic expressions. Underwater Archaeology Museum. Off the coast of Cascais, Portugal has created a revolutionary underwater museum that transforms marine landscapes into historical preservation sites. Sunken artifacts, carefully preserved and marked for underwater exploration, allow divers to journey through maritime history. This innovative approach to cultural preservation creates an immersive experience where historical research meets adventure. Tourism. Visitors can swim alongside centuries-old shipwrecks, experiencing Portugal's maritime heritage in its most authentic environment. Wonders of Portugal. Pena Palace, perched like a whimsical dream atop the Sintra Mountains, Pena Palace erupts from the misty landscape in a kaleidoscope of romantic architectural fantasy. Its vibrant yellow and red walls seem painted by a mad artist's brush, blending Moorish, Gothic, and Manuelan styles into a single breathtaking masterpiece. Built in the 19th century as a summer retreat for Portuguese royalty, this UNESCO World Heritage Site resembles less a historical monument and more a fairy tale palace that seems to have accidentally tumbled out of a storybook. Each turret and ornate wall tells a story of romantic excess, with intricate details that make visitors feel they've stepped into a magical realm where reality bends and imagination reigns supreme. Douro Valley. Imagine a landscape so perfectly sculpted it looks like nature designed it specifically for wine lovers. The Douro Valley cascades in dramatic terraced vineyards that tumble down steep riverbanks, creating a mesmerizing patchwork of green and golden hues. This is the birthplace of port wine, where centuries of winemaking custom have transformed rugged terrain into a liquid poetry of flavor. Ancient stone walls trace centuries-old agricultural patterns, while modern wineries blend seamlessly into the landscape. The river winds across the valley as a liquid silver ribbon, reflecting sunlight and casting magical reflections that make photographers weep with joy. Every sip of wine here isn't just a drink, it's a journey across geological time and generational craftsmanship. Benagil Cave. Carved by millennia of ocean waves, the Benagil Cave is nature's most spectacular skylight, a marine cathedral where sunlight dances through a perfectly circular hole in the rock ceiling. Located along the Algarve coast, this geological marvel appears as though an artistic giant might have deliberately sculpted it. Turquoise waters lap against golden sandy floors, while sunbeams create an ethereal light show that transforms the cave into a natural cathedral. Accessible only by boat or swim, this hidden wonder feels like a secret shared between the ocean and those adventurous enough to discover it. Photographers and explorers consider it one of the most photogenic sea caves in the world, a testament to the raw, sculptural power of wind and water. Jerónimos Monastery, rising like a stone poem celebrating Portugal's golden age of discovery, the Jerónimos Monastery in Lisbon is a masterpiece of Manuelan architecture. Every intricate carving tells a story of maritime exploration, with stone, Ropes, anchors, and marine motifs, weaving together historical narrative and artistic brilliance. Built to commemorate Vasco da Gama's voyage to India, this UNESCO World Heritage Site seems to pulse with the energy of centuries of Portuguese exploration. Delicate limestone columns twist as marine ropes, while ornate windows tell silent stories of navigators who once sailed from nearby ports to map unknown worlds. Walking across its halls feels as if you are traversing the very heartbeat of Portuguese maritime history, Azores Islands. 9 volcanic islands scattered like emerald jewels across the Atlantic Ocean. The Azores represent a miraculous ecosystem suspended between continents. Here, landscapes transform within minutes, from misty crater lakes to lush green pastures, from thermal pools to dramatic volcanic landscapes. Nicknamed the Hawaii of Europe, these islands offer a geological wonderland where nature's most dramatic forces are constantly at play. Whales breach in surrounding waters, thermal springs bubble with primordial energy, and endemic species dance through unique ecosystems. Each island feels like a separate world, with microclimates that challenge botanical expectations and create a living laboratory of natural diversity. Porto's Livraria Lello, more than a bookstore. Livraria Lello is a literary cathedral that allegedly inspired J.K. Rowling's vision of Hogwarts. Its stunning neo-Gothic interior features a magnificent red staircase that seems to float in mid-air, surrounded by intricately carved wooden bookshelves that reach toward an ornate stained glass ceiling. Every inch of this space breathes literary magic, transforming book browsing into a transcendent experience. The intricate wooden panels, the harmonious color palette, and the sense of ancient wisdom make visitors feel they've stepped into a sanctuary of human imagination. More than a commercial space, it's a temple dedicated to the transformative power of storytelling. Óbidos, a medieval village so perfectly preserved it appears to be a living museum. Óbidos is a whitewashed dream enclosed by centuries-old castle walls. Narrow cobblestone streets wind between whitewashed houses adorned with blue and yellow trim, creating a labyrinth of historical charm. Originally a wedding gift from Portuguese kings to their queens, the town maintains an almost impossible level of historical authenticity. Bougainvillea cascades over ancient walls, while local artisans continue traditions passed down across generations. Walking these streets feels like time traveling, with every corner revealing another layer of Portugal's rich, romantic history. Berlengas Islands, a pristine archipelago where nature reigns supreme. The Berlengas Islands represent an untouched, ecological treasure just off Portugal's western coast. Rugged granite formations rise from crystal-clear waters, creating a landscape that feels simultaneously prehistoric and impossibly beautiful. Home to unique wildlife and protected by strict conservation laws, these islands offer a glimpse into an ecosystem virtually untouched by human interference. Rare seabirds nest in rocky crevices, while underwater landscapes teem with marine biodiversity. The lighthouse standing sentinel on the main island adds a touch of its own dramatic story to this wild, windswept terrain. Sanctuary of Bom Jesus do Monte, a Baroque masterpiece of architectural and spiritual drama. This sanctuary near Braga transforms religious pilgrimage into an art form. A monumental Baroque stairway zigzags up a hillside, featuring elaborate fountains, statues, and allegorical representations that turn vertical movement into a profound spiritual journey. Each level represents a different biblical concept, with water features and sculptural elements creating a multisensory experience of religious symbolism. The final view from the top reveals a landscape that seems to stretch into infinity, making the physical climb a metaphor for spiritual ascension. Tavira, often called the most elegant town in the Algarve, Tavira is a living postcard of Portuguese architectural and cultural refinement. Roman bridges span tranquil rivers, while Renaissance churches and traditional Algarvian houses create a streetscape of exceptional beauty. Cobblestone streets whisper stories of maritime history, with every building seeming to hold a secret. Proximity to pristine beaches and a laid-back atmosphere make Tavira feel like a hidden gem that has somehow escaped mass tourism's transformative touch. Must-see cities of Portugal. Lisbon, a city of 7 hills where history dances with modernity. Lisbon pulses with an energy that defies simple description. Vintage yellow trams wind through narrow streets, passing ornate Baroque buildings and contemporary art galleries. From the melancholic beauty of Fado music echoing across Alfama's ancient alleys to the cutting-edge cuisine in trendy Bairro Alto, Lisbon embodies a perfect fusion of traditional charm and avant-garde spirit. The city's iconic ceramic tiles, called azulejos, tell stories on building facades, while the São Jorge Castle watches over a landscape that has witnessed centuries of maritime adventures and cultural transformations. Porto, the northern jewel of Portugal. Porto is a city where river, wine, and architectural marvels converge in a stunning display of historical richness. Famous for its port wine cellars and the stunning Dom Luís Bridge, the city offers a visual feast that captivates every visitor. Ribeira District's colorful buildings lean precariously over the Douro River, creating a UNESCO World Heritage landscape that looks like it was painted by an impressionist master. Historic bookshops, contemporary art galleries, and traditional restaurants create a dynamic urban tapestry that celebrates both preservation and innovation. Braga, a city where religious heritage meets youthful energy. Braga represents the spiritual heartland of northern Portugal. Baroque sanctuaries such as Bom Jesus do Monte create dramatic architectural landscapes, while university students inject contemporary vibrancy into ancient streets. Roman foundations peek through medieval structures, telling a multi-layered story of cultural evolution. Elegant gardens, historic fountains, and meticulously preserved architectural gems create an atmosphere of timeless sophistication that makes every walk across the city feel like a journey through living history. Coimbra, home to one of the world's oldest universities, Coimbra breathes intellectual tradition from every stone and street corner. The university's magnificent library, a Baroque masterpiece, symbolizes centuries of scholarly pursuit. Medieval streets wind between historic buildings, while student life adds a dynamic, youthful pulse to the ancient atmosphere. Fado music, born in this city, echoes through narrow alleys, creating a soundscape that blends academic gravitas with emotional depth. Every corner tells a story of knowledge, heritage, and historical transformation. Évora, a UNESCO World Heritage site that feels like an open-air museum. Évora captures the essence of Alentejo's cultural landscape. Roman temples stand alongside medieval churches, while whitewashed houses create a visual harmony that speaks of centuries of architectural refinement. The infamous Chapel of Bones, decorated with human skulls and bones, offers a haunting reminder of mortality that contrasts with the city's otherwise serene beauty. Surrounded by cork forests and vineyards, Évora represents a perfect microcosm of Portugal's rich historical and natural heritage. Guimarães, considered the birthplace of Portuguese national identity, Guimarães is a city where history breathes across medieval stones. The imposing castle where Portugal's first king was born dominates the landscape, while the historic center remains almost perfectly preserved. Granite houses, narrow cobblestone streets, and ancient squares create an atmosphere that transports visitors directly into the nation's foundational narrative. Modern art galleries and contemporary restaurants nestled within historic structures demonstrate how style and innovation can coexist beautifully. Sintra, a romantic landscape where palaces seem to sprout from misty mountains. Sintra exists in a realm between reality and fairy tale. The colorful Pena Palace looks as if it was conjured from a dream, while lush gardens and mysterious mansions create an atmosphere of magical realism. Moorish castles perch dramatically on hilltops, offering panoramic views that have inspired poets and artists for centuries. Every path reveals another layer of architectural fantasy, making Sintra a destination that defies conventional travel expectations. Aveiro, often called Portugal's Venice, Aveiro is a city of canals, colorful boats, and unique cultural traditions. Malacero boats, traditionally used for seaweed harvesting, now offer picturesque tours through urban waterways. Art Nouveau architecture, beautiful beaches, and the production of unique salt and ceramics create a multifaceted urban experience. The city's lagoon landscape offers a stunning natural backdrop that makes every view feel like a carefully composed painting. Faro, gateway to the Algarve and a city of surprising depth, Faro offers much more than its reputation as a tourist transit point. A beautifully preserved old town surrounded by medieval walls, tells stories of maritime history and societal diversity. The Bone Chapel, historic cathedral, and archaeological museum reveal layers of human experience. Proximity to stunning beaches and the Ria Formosa Natural Park creates a unique urban ecosystem where nature and culture dance in harmonious balance. Funchal, nestled on Madeira Island. Funchal is a subtropical paradise where volcanic landscapes meet sophisticated urban design. Surrounded by dramatic mountains and the Atlantic Ocean, the city offers a unique blend of natural beauty and artistic refinement. Historic markets, contemporary museums, and classic wine cellars create a multisensory urban experience. The famous floating market, exotic gardens, and renowned New Year's fireworks display showcase Funchal's ability to blend natural wonder with human creativity. Portugal Know-Before-You-Go. Law of the sea. In Portugal, all beaches are public by law, even those near luxury resorts or private properties. Public access to beaches is guaranteed. Unlike many countries where exclusive beach access is restricted, Portuguese law guarantees that no beach can be privately owned, meaning you can walk, swim, and explore freely along the coast. However, some hidden or hard-to-reach beaches, like those in the Algarve's dramatic sea caves, may require a boat tour or a tricky hike to access, so plan accordingly. As promised, here are some fantastic hidden beaches. Praia da Ursa, a wild, dramatic cove close to Lisbon near Cabo da Roca, with towering rock formations, golden sand, and zero crowds, but be prepared for a steep hike down. Praia dos Estudantes in the Algarve is a small, secluded beach with a historic stone archway connecting it to another hidden cove. Praia do Carvalho, near Benagil, is a secret beach hidden inside cliffs, only accessible through a tunnel carved into the rock. Praia da Amália, on Portugal's west coast near Zambujeira do Mar, is a magical, unmarked beach with a small waterfall flowing onto the sand, named after Fado singer Amália Rodrigues. Ilha da Fusita, in the Ria Formosa Natural Park, accessible from Fusita, is a deserted island beach accessible only by boat, with crystal clear waters and endless white sand. Praia da Ribeira do Cavalo, called Portugal's Caribbean. This beach, in a coastal town south of Lisbon, has turquoise waters and is only reachable by hiking or boat. Praia do Barranco, near Sagres, a quieter area in the western Algarve, is a hidden paradise for nature lovers, tucked away between cliffs. Often visited by hippies and campers, cafe culture etiquette. Portuguese cafe culture operates on a delightfully nuanced set of unspoken rules that transform simple coffee consumption into a sophisticated social ritual. Standing at the counter is not just acceptable, but expected for quick espresso encounters, while seated service signals a more leisurely experience. The bica, a short, intense espresso, is consumed with lightning speed and precise efficiency, representing a historical choreography of social interaction. Tipping is appreciated but not mandatory, and lingering is an art form. Each cafe becomes a microcosm of social dynamics where conversations flow as smoothly as the meticulously prepared coffee. Personal space and communication. Portuguese social interactions dance a delicate line between warm intimacy and respectful distance, creating a unique communication landscape. Physical proximity during conversations is closer than Northern European standards, but less intense than Mediterranean cultures. Gestures play a significant role in communication, with elaborate hand movements adding emotional depth to verbal exchanges. Indirect communication is preferred, with subtle hints and nuanced language taking precedence over direct confrontation. Understanding these unspoken social dynamics becomes crucial for meaningful interactions, transforming simple conversations into intricate cultural exchanges. Culinary respect and sharing. Food in Portugal transcends mere sustenance to become a profound expression of heritage and familial connection. Meals are communal experiences where sharing is not just encouraged but expected, with multiple dishes designed to be enjoyed collectively. Refusing food is considered almost offensive, while enthusiastic appreciation is the highest compliment. Traditional meals often involve multiple courses that unfold as culinary narratives, telling stories of regional history and family customs. Understanding this gastronomic philosophy means recognizing that each meal is a celebration of connection. connection, heritage, and shared human experience. Wonders of Portugal. Now that we've explored the hidden wonders of Portugal, I want to hear from you. Where would your Portuguese adventure begin? Chasing mysterious cork forests, diving into underwater archaeological museums, or perhaps losing yourself in the soul-stirring melodies of Fado? Drop your dream Portugal experience in the comments and let your imagination run wild. If this journey has ignited your wanderlust, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on future explorations that promise to transform your understanding of travel. Until next time, embrace the wonder that surrounds you, whether you're standing on ancient cobblestone streets or dreaming of distant horizons. Adios until our next adventure.